So it should be in video mode now.
Okay, I'll keep watching it.
Please help me welcome our speaker today, Michael Massey.
How many of you remember from your high school or college class, political science class, that the Electoral College actually makes provisions for the popular vote? Some of you remember. That's great. What is the Electoral College? According to the National Archives, the Electoral College is a constitutional process whereby we elect the President and Vice President of the United States with representatives. Pretty straightforward. I want to give you a little sense of what the Founding Fathers, the framers of the Constitution, were thinking when they were making this some 243 years ago. A direct quote from ushistory.org. They, the framers, wanted to develop a system that balanced order with liberty, right? They wanted liberty, they wanted freedom, but they also wanted to make sure there was some order involved there. And so they developed the Electoral College. And we still use the Electoral College today. Why do we use the Electoral College today? I'll tell you why. Because it works. Think about it. We have elected every president since George Washington through the Electoral College. Just in case you didn't know, Encyclopedia Britannica told me that George Washington won a unanimous 69 electoral votes. But he was the first, and every president since has been elected through the Electoral College. Now, I can kind of hear some of you going, yeah, no, it didn't work for me because it didn't account for the popular vote. It's not a pure democracy. And I would suggest to you that you're right. It is not. The framers did not want a pure democracy. They actually feared mob rule, if you will. And so let me give you another quote here. This from the U.S. Archives. But the quote is, the Founding Fathers established it, the Electoral College, as a compromise between being elected by Congress and being elected by the popular vote. So what they were doing, they looked through history, all the way back to Greece, and they put these processes together were different and unique like no other. Because they wanted this country to last forever. And anyway, so they put these processes together, and that's what we're using today. There is no industrial nation short of Switzerland, and that, by the way, is from Wikipedia. I hate to reference them, but short of Switzerland that uses a pure democracy. Every other industrial nation, short of a dictatorship and Switzerland, uses representative democracy. Period. Okay, so we can't say somebody else does it. Nobody else does it because it doesn't work. It's a red herring. But I'm getting off subject here a little bit. The Founding Fathers established this as per the quote up here. Additionally, the House of Representatives provides provisions for growth, right? The Founding Fathers said, the population's going to grow, we're going to grow. The Electoral College is based on the number of House of Representatives, right? And so, as the population grows, so should the House. Well, that continued to grow until when? 1929. Now, I don't know why they put it into effect, but according to the House of Representatives website themselves, they actually passed a law that capped the number of representatives at 435. So, from 1929 on, the members of the House stayed here, and the population went this way. No wonder you don't feel represented. Because you aren't being represented. It's being diluted. And so, you're going to say to yourself, well, what can I do about this? Right? Well, this is based on the census. It happens every 10 years, and we've got a census coming up in 2020. This is why you're hearing about it now. You hear the popular vote song, don't run down that path. It's a red herring. They're dragging, because people don't want you to know that they took it away from you already. What we need to do is not get rid of the Electoral College, but fix the Electoral College. And so, how do you do that? The same way that we got rid of it, with your representatives. We need you to call, write, email, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you got to do to your senators and your House of Representatives. And you need to tell them to fix the Electoral College.
I thought that was a world of difference. What did you all think? I felt more comfortable about the information that I heard, and you were slower in delivering it. Did you? What time did you get?
5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
But not by your camera, you were right at 6 minutes.
Okay. So, good.
Did you make the time?
Yeah, 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, did you feel better?
It's within 30.
Yes.
So, I hope that you, we turned it up. Okay, that's fine. I hope that you did get